Chapter 24 Spiritual Injury. Mantra, seeing such an intense palm power, knew that he would not be able to collide with the ultimate ancestor's power, therefore floated and hurriedly escaped into the diamond armor talisman's light camp. As Saitama followed closely, but he couldn't break through the diamond armor talisman's light camp. In his fury, Saitama slashed with a single palm and instantly smashed the mountainside into the mechanical light. The light of the mechanical camp suddenly flickered, pretending to be unable to withstand it for long. If you get hit by several hands by Saitama. Mantra saw that, not allowing Saitama to continue his action, suddenly shot out 9 arrows at once, harassing Saitama. Saitama was confused with 9 hand arrows that weren't aiming for a direct hit. Just swooping back and forth occasionally, a large number of hand bows would penetrate Saitama's protective energy, but his body was as strong as 1,000 years of cultivating power. His body was not injured at all. But his clothes were torn almost all over from the bow. There was an amusing condition. While economical, is unable to resist the citron any longer. Spitting out a lot of blood due to the huge amount of soul snatching the palm of his hand. So Mantra released 3 more hand arrows to save the collision. Along with saying, "Save, Your Highness," hurriedly escaping into the arsenal, the demon ancestor's cultivation was too deep, we had a direct hit, can't fight 'em. Along with releasing 6 more hand arrows to collide with Taro's to help Sang Yizhao out of Taro's entanglement. The sectmaster and the mantra, when they were separated from each other, hurriedly rushed back to the diamond-armored talisman camp, while the 3 ancestors were fussing over the air bow, but couldn't do anything. Was hit by a magic arrow that was born from the power of the mantra, surrounded by chaos. When saving back to the mechanical camp, the grunt that supported his body suddenly ran out. He instantly felt unconscious. The mantra held the save's body and hurriedly floated back into the main sect's hall for treatment. When saving consciousness, his flying sword was exhausted and fell to the ground outside the camp. While the 3 large ghost dolls, when nothing was entangled, rushed to attack the diamond-armored talisman camp. A loud and tumultuous sound continued from the sky outside the Emerald Sword sect. Big Brother and 20 other sacred disciples saw this and let out a flying sword, slashing towards the chaotic ghost doll figure until they retreated continuously. When the mantra saw the situation temporarily stabilized, he examined the condition of Fuang, found that his body was severely traumatized, unable to figure out how to cure it. I saw that I had to be sent back to the world to be hospitalized urgently. While Elder Yilong, upon examination, he sat up and sat down, meditating, placing his palms on the back of Yugyeom, slowly releasing emerald green chi, seep into the body of the thrifty. About half an hour, Thrift spat out another big mouthful of black blood. The stagnant blood and wind were cleared from the coma. But what is surprising is that he was still unconscious. Yilong examined his condition once again with the Heavenly Saint technique, suddenly panicking, because it was found that the soul of the thrifty was coated with black power and was distorted. Suffered a serious spiritual injury from the soul-slashing palm power. Yilong's expression instantly changed, cursing that it was a spiritual attack. He told the mantra that spiritual injuries were the most difficult to heal. And the herbs that could heal the soul were the rarest herbs. It is the 1,000-year snow lotus that only grows on Tianshan Peak. The snow lotus lasted for 1,000 years and was able to generate aura chi when consumed by a wounded soul. The supreme energy contained in the lotus would directly heal the wounded soul.